healthy again. As soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you or a member of your family needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest of your day.
It sounds like someone deliberately tried to hurt you.
Sounds like attempted murder.
Can't imagine how terrified you must have been.
I found out who did this.
I love you, Derek.
For one night, let me remind you who you still are.
I fell in love with an inconvenient man.
Now you have to deal with the inconvenient consequences. You see how that works?
You couldn't possibly hurt me more than you already have.
Don't try me.
We've got a problem. Protecting the family is our priority.
Agreed.
The latest episodes of Beyond the Gates set up a shocking reveal about why Leslie is so determined to destroy the Duprees. Every daytime drama relies on the favorite soap trope of someone powerful enough to cause trouble hating the main family for no apparent reason. Leslie was introduced soon after Beyond the Gates debuted. Leslie seemed to have a legitimate conflict with one Dupree, Nicole. She and her daughter Eva have lived in relative poverty, and Leslie claims that is because Ted refused to ever acknowledge that he had a daughter. Beyond the Gates, Eva has missed several opportunities for redemption because she can't let go of her loyalty to her mother. Leslie, however, has been purely a villain throughout the series' run so far, and it seems her anger and resentment go beyond her jealousy of Nicole. Hopefully, the reveal at the end of this week will shed more light on the reason for her rage. Two front-burner stories compete for attention during Beyond the Gates this week. Leslie starts off the week believing she's won the latest battle with the Duprees despite having been ejected from the after-party for the Articulate show, only for her to be thrown off by a surprise visitor on Friday. Meanwhile, Haley's latest plan may blow up in her face. Haley's elaborate plan to fake a pregnancy and then stage a miscarriage leads to Danny visiting in order to comfort Bill. While Haley stands frozen with shock, Danny puts her arm around Bill and offers him comforting words, suggesting reconciliation between the two isn't far off. Here are the day-to-day synopses for this week's Beyond the Gates. Monday, August 11th. Danny apologizes to Haley, but does she believe Haley's miscarriage was real? Bill gets emotional about the loss of his child. Andre lays his heart on the line. Anita receives a mind-blowing proposal from young and the restless Devin Winters. Tuesday, August 12th. Leslie investigates a peculiar correspondence. Could this foreshadow her visitor later in the week? Jacob solves a mystery. Samantha schemes to make her dads reconcile. Wednesday, August 13th. Eva is frustrated by her mother's latest antics. What has Leslie done this time? Kat and Tomas struggle to find their rhythm during salsa night. Tyrell and Samantha are blindsided. Chelsea sets boundaries with Allison in a very blunt manner. Thursday, August 14th. Naomi prepares June for an important meeting. Could it be with Leslie? Nicole's latest move throws Ted off. Someone from Leslie's past shows up on her doorstep. Anita and Vernon comfort one of their daughters. Friday, August 15th. Andre and his uncle discuss their relationship issues. Will either one walk away with more clarity? Vanessa helps Nicole and Danny prop each other up. Ashley and Madison deal with a medical crisis. The Articulates must plan for their future. Leslie's visitor is one of the more intriguing spoilers for the week of August 11th. There's been widespread speculation that Leslie is related to the Articulate singing group since Anita's tribute to Barbara Mitchell. Leslie took an unusual interest in the concert and seemed to know all the songs by heart. This obsession is odd, considering that Anita quit singing professionally long before Leslie and Ted crossed paths. However, if Leslie is related to Barbara, that would explain her hatred toward the entire Dupree family, as the other Articulates blamed Anita for Barbara's death. Obviously, Barbara is not the person at Leslie's door. However, it's possible that the visitor is someone related to Barbara who is not happy with Leslie's recent behavior. The visitor clearly shocks and scares Leslie, suggesting that this will be the beginning of a significant storyline. Leslie's secret may tie into several other storylines. Significantly, Naomi prepares June for an important meeting this week. That meeting may have to do with Tyrell and Samantha, as the kid's birth mother is supposed to reappear in Beyond the Gates this week. However, it's also possible that June is related to Leslie. The mystery visitor may not be related to Leslie. She could be a midwife or a nurse who helped Leslie deliver Eva. Beyond the Gates would only introduce that person if there were any truth to the rumor that Eva is not Leslie's daughter or that Kat is. These are interesting alternatives that would lead to juicy storylines. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. Eva could have a redemption arc in Beyond the Gates, but the previews for the week of August 4th suggest that isn't happening anytime soon. Evan and Kat have been bitter enemies even before Kat learned that they were half-sisters. Kat suspected Eva was up to no good from the first time they met. Nicole hit her breaking point in Beyond the Gates when she learned Eva was Ted's daughter with scheming Leslie, with whom he had a one-night stand years ago. This problem made Kat feel vindicated in her harsh treatment of Eva, especially when Ted's loyalty to his new daughter contributed to the breakup of his marriage. Having sisters hate each other is a favorite soap trope, but so are redemption arcs. If Kat and Eva had to work together, they might become friends over time. Unfortunately, it does not appear this is happening. The latest skirmish between the sisters will take place at the country club, where Vernon is introducing the members of the Articulates. Leslie's plan is likely to ruin Anita's big moment or to exploit the tension between the members of the singing group, but it's not clear how Eva feels about it. Kat confronts Eva and Leslie almost as soon as they walk in, but Eva insists they aren't here to cause trouble. Until Eva stops listening to her mother and realizes that any plan of Leslie's is nothing but trouble, it will be difficult to redeem her, especially as far as Kat goes. Kat warns the women to leave, but that will likely make Leslie dig her heels in. She loves knowing she's getting under someone's skin, and doubly so if she feels that person is attacking her daughter. This will hopefully lead to an exciting confrontation. Here are the full day-to-day spoilers for this week's Beyond the Gates. Monday, August 4th. Anita surprises her fans with a major revelation. What does she have to say? Nicole lays into Leslie. Samantha tries to broker peace between Martin and Smitty. Tuesday, August 5th. Jan gives her daughter much-needed advice. What does she have to say? Ted confronts Doug about a misstep, while Vanessa's sudden cash flow attracts unwanted attention. Wednesday, August 6th. Haley calls in a favor. What does she want, and from whom? Naomi clashes with Bill over Joey. Pamela puts Danny on the spot. Thursday, August 7th. Danny rushes into action during an emergency. Is Haley losing her baby? Naomi gets troubling info from Ashley. Elon makes a decisive move in the Stance Park murder investigation. Friday, August 8th. Doug recruits Randy for a scheme of his own, but is this going to blow up in both of their faces? Andre wants a future with Ashley, who has a tense conversation with Derek. Haley has life-changing news for Bill. The Leslie story is exciting because it's part of the Articulate storyline. There are enough Duprees involved with the concert to put Leslie in her place several times over. Additionally, it will be interesting to see how Eva reacts to the drama. Eva has wanted to be part of the Dupree family while remaining loyal to Leslie since her introduction.